And speaking of Valentine's Day, Barack Obama has sent America another present for Valentine's Day. He has announced today that he would like to cut our nuclear force by 80%. You heard me. I'm not making this up. This is not an invention. The psychotics in the White House, the college gals, the psychos, the drug addicts, the perverts, the Media Matters psychos have all convinced Obama that he should cut the nuclear force by up to 80%, which would, of course, put us at a disadvantage in a sense that we can never come back from. Such disarmament proposal would set us back to the 1950s in terms of our nuclear arsenal. Moreover, the nations that rely upon us for their nuclear umbrella would be left naked. There are nations that rely upon us for their nuclear umbrella, and they include Japan, South Korea, and Turkey, who might otherwise build their own nuclear forces. And so the unintended consequence of the psychopathic left-wing fanatics in the White House would actually be a new nuclear arms race. The world is upside down, and now we have a man upside down in the White House wanting to cut the nuclear arsenal by 80% at a time when our enemies are growing stronger and threatening us. This left-wing fanatic and his college girls want to cut the nuclear arsenal by 80%. How in the world could you suggest this makes sense? First of all, we have nations that depend upon our nuclear umbrella, such as Japan. Remember them? Japan, Turkey, Turkey, remember them? What do you think they would do if Obama had his way and he stripped us of our nuclear capabilities? They'd build their own nuclear weapons. There'd be a nuclear a race for more nuclear weapons. Astounding what happens when college idiots take over a country. And the money, of course, came from the most dangerous man in the history of the world, who is now posing as our senior diplomat, our senior citizen, a man who almost broke the Bank of England, a man who turned the Muslim world against the West, in my opinion, the worst money changer in the history of the temple since Jesus warned us about money changers in the temple. Suddenly, every day, he's on television showing his soft and kind side, none other than George Soros. To me, the worst and most dangerous man in history, George Soros. Every day, he buys another an entree into another channel. The other day, he was on CNN with Zachariah, whatever his name is, sitting there kissing his ring, acting like the billionaire investor, George Soros. What do you mean the billionaire investor? How did he make his money? What do you mean by investor? He made his money by betting against national currencies and manipulating the currencies of various nations. That makes him an investor? What has he ever built in this world? He also funded Media Matters, which has decimated the entire nationalistic conservative movement in this country.